Hello, I am Johnny Bosco, and this is the Johnny Bosco Show. I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Well, I'm back. That's enough, right? Yeah. Well, look, by now, I'm sure you all have seen the video with the MAGA teens, the kids wearing the MAGA hats, and they're making fun of or bullying or whatever the headlines have told you. They harassing this poor Native American man, didn't do nothing wrong, they're just being jerks, and they're being racist, and they're being hateful, and they're being bigots, and so on and so forth. But if you haven't heard of the situation, I'm going to advise you, go ahead and check it all out. Come back to this if you're interested, in my opinion. But go ahead and figure all of that stuff out. Form your own opinions. Don't just listen to what I'm saying. Don't just listen to what you see other people saying. You gotta look at the situation and form your own opinions. My opinion will be expressed blatantly through this video. But like I said, don't just look, the video ain't about that. So we'll go ahead and get on into it. This video is about Philip Defranco and his response to these teens. And look, I know they're going to be all out in the comments section. Go ahead and type, oh, well, you're just some jerk-off small channel trying to make a video about somebody bigger than you so you can leech off of their success. Well, yes, that is probably true to some extent, but that is not the reason I'm making this video. The reason I'm making this video is because I am actually a fan of Philip Defranco. I was a fan of Philip Defranco. I still am a fan of Philip Defranco. I don't intend to unsubscribe or anything like that. That's not what I'm calling for. That's not what I'm doing. What I want is for him to hold himself accountable for what he's done, and I don't believe that he has. I do not accept Philip Defranco's apology. I've given this man money before. I've donated money to Philip Defranco before. I have. I'm never going to do that again. I can't trust the man. I can't allow him to do something like this, give his BS response to how he acted, and then just accept it. No, because you know what? Philip Defranco, the Philip Defranco that I know, the Philip Defranco that I've watched, he would call out somebody else who did this in an instant. He would call them on their bullshit, and I'm not going to let him get away with it. I've seen one person on YouTube and anywhere else talk about the video he made. And if it wasn't for this one individual that uploaded this video, I wouldn't even have known about his initial response. And he deleted it off of Twitter, by the way. I wonder why. Now, he says in his tweet apology, he said that the reason he deleted the video was just more or less he was embarrassed by the fact that he did it and yada yada yada. I can accept that to some extent. But the man has always talked about how on his channel, he makes it, and this is Twitter, this isn't his channel, but he always talks about on his channel, he's thought about deleting some of his old videos, but he decided against it in order to show how he's changed. But why is he deleting this video? I think the only reason that he's deleting this video is because he's trying to pull a fast one. I mean, what other explanation can there be? Look, he uploaded this video, and it was a disgusting video. It really was, for him to do these things. My initial response to it was, oh, we just got Mr. California here, sees a bunch of Kentucky boys wearing MAGA hats, and automatically assumes they're gonna be racist. Well, screw that. Get out of here with that kind of crap. Now, like I said, I don't have any reason to attribute malice to the man. But the man had no reason to attribute malice to these boys. They're kids. They didn't even do any, even in the edit, y'all got to understand, even in the edited video that people are showing, trying to make these boys look bad, even in that video, they did nothing disrespectful. They did nothing. They did nothing that could be misconstrued as bullying. They did nothing to harass this man. They were laughing. They were smiling. They had smiles on their faces. You know why they had smiles on their faces? You know why they were laughing? They were laughing because they were nervous. They were laughing because they didn't know how to respond to the situation in front of them. Being some man coming up to them, banging a daggone drum in their face. Bom, 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 hey, 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 hey. How are you supposed to respond to that? What kind of response would have been acceptable? I see people all around talking about they should have walked away. Well, guess what? They were in a specifically designated spot for, they were told to be in this area by the faculty at their school. They were going to get picked up. This is like where they're getting picked up from the bus stop. You can't just walk away. You can't. You cannot just leave a school field trip. What were they supposed to do? There was nothing they could have done that would have been acceptable. People were going to call it racist regardless. And the fact that Philip Defranco did this, it's absurd. Look, it's extremely irresponsible. It is extremely, extremely irresponsible for Phil to have done this. We expect this kind of stuff from CNN. That's par for course. We expect CNN to lie to us. We expect major news outlets, we expect to have to take them with a grain of salt. And I'm not saying that you should, I myself or anybody else has or should take any news source at face value. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you should be able to trust what they say as a fact of as truth. But that's not what this is about. This is about this man coming online and harassing boys, little kids. Little kid, they're high school age, but you get the idea. These are just kids. Like, they're dumb. Kids can be really dumb. And like I said, they didn't even do anything wrong. They did nothing wrong. Even in the edited video, they did nothing wrong. Yet Phil's gonna come out here and make this kind of thing, this big thing out of it, calling them hateful and all that. Screw that. That's not acceptable, Phil. It's not acceptable. It's borderline journal malpractice. It might be actualized journalistic malpractice. Like, it's really damning to his credibility. In the end, like when all's said and done, this is very damning to the man's credibility. He said something along the lines of hate is still alive, and that was the reason that he uploaded his video initially and why he responded like he did. You know why hate is still alive, Phil? You know why hate is still alive? Because people like you, Phil, people like you that are willing to freaking defame the name of children. You're willing to defame the name of these children, to attack their character and mark them as bigots, to mark them as hateful, because it's a virtue signal for you, Phil. You saw something, you jumped on the bandwagon, and you done messed up, boy. You really messed up. The man didn't even apologize to the kids. Do you realize how obscene that is? I'm going to play you his apology right now.
I do apologize for that because, yes, while in the past I have said over and over, I am not perfect, I'm not infallible, I'll always try to do my best, and I will mess up. I really do apologize for reacting to this situation that, I mean, yes, based off of everything that was out there and how you had people from all different sides denouncing it, I thought, okay, well, this is the situation. I wish that instead I had waited till Monday to have my team just scour through everything. But it's also part of the reason why I wanted to talk about this story today on the...
Alright. Should have waited Monday. Yeah, you should have, Phil. You should have waited till Monday, like you do with every other news story. You should wait until you got the facts that come in, Phil. This is absurd. It's literally absurd. And, come on, man, you didn't even apologize to the people you owe an apology to. You apologize for your journalistic malpractice. That I will appreciate. That I can appreciate, and that I do appreciate. But you missed the point, Phil. You lied on children. You defamed the names of innocent children who did nothing wrong, Phil. You lied on them. You're not gonna apologize to these kids? Why? Like, seriously, what point is there for him to make an apology but not apologize? It's a non-apology. It don't count. Phil, I do not accept your apology. These boys should not accept your apology. These boys can't accept your apology because you didn't apologize. Like, come on, dude, come on. It's absurd. It's really freaking... It's bullshit. That's all that there could be said to describe it. It's bullshit. These kids have to suffer from the consequences of people like Phil spreading lies on them. These people have been attempted to be doxxed multiple times. These kids have been harassed. They have received death threats, Phil. They have, and yes, I will say later in the video, I don't want anybody trying to make it out to be like I'm being unfair to Phil, because he did later in the video call it disgusting and say that it's ridiculous for people to be sending death threats to these kids and their families. And yes, I can respect that he said that, but come on, Phil, seriously, you were going based on things that you heard other people say. You got eyes, Phil. You got ears, Phil. You can do your own research, Phil, or you could at very least freaking hold off to make a video. You don't got to go to your Twitter. You don't got to try to virtue signal. Like, seriously, what else could it be? And if there's another explanation, I would love to hear it. I want to hear it, because I don't want to believe that he is being this bad of a person. Like, I don't want to believe it. It offends me. It bothers me to honestly think that this guy that I trusted to some extent is going to be doing this. Is going to be... And look, this isn't the first time he's gotten things wrong, and I've never had to call his character into question before. Like, now I have no choice but to. I don't. And, look, I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate the way he responded, and I certainly don't appreciate his lack of emotion towards the situation. Like it's like he doesn't even realize that what himself as well as others did, this has real life implications. This actually affects people's lives. This affects children's livelihoods. Like, it's absurd. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. I'm going to go ahead and end the video, and I'm going to ask you all to leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think that I'm just overreacting? Do you think that I have merit to what I'm saying? Because I am upset about this. I am honestly, I'm hurt and upset by the fact that this would happen. But I'm not going to accept. I'm not going to accept it. I'm really not. So please, let me know in the comment section what you all think. Go ahead and leave a like if you like the video. Leave a dislike if you dislike the video. Let me get an idea of what people think. And subscribe if you want to see things similar like to this one. I can't make a promise that it is going to be less than a year before I upload my next video. But let's go ahead and